holidays. And if you think you've opened all your gifts, we have 3 more. Today here on ESPN and ABC, we begin with Cleveland against Orlando, and these Cavs, since the trade with Boston, have started to roll. They won 3 straight for the first time since 2000. Tracy McGrady, well, you see they started 1-19, but they're 6-3, and T-Mac is still the leader of this team. John Saunders, alongside of Bill Walton, Doris Burke is with us as well. These two teams have combined to win 16 games. There's 8 teams in the league that have won that or better. So why are we here?
John, a month ago we were asking ourselves, why are they even going to play this game today? Now this promises to be the best game of the entire Christmas celebration for the NBA. Both teams, they made lots of changes, and those changes have worked. Plus, these squads bring plenty of star power. Tracy McGrady, 46 points the last time he played on Christmas Day a year ago against Detroit. And then LeBron James, who has been on a real tear the last 8 games, really since they made the trade, getting Ricky Davis out there. Paul Silas just told us that LeBron James is the quickest learner he's ever had. Today, we're the lucky ones, privileged to witness this historic.
James, the leader, drops it off to Kedrick Brown. Into the corner. LeBron with a floater that's good.
It's remarkable. LeBron James, just 18 years old, first guy in the gym here today. With all the hype, all the publicity, all the glory and attention he's already received, to say nothing of the money, his work ethic truly remarkable.
Well, Michael Jordan would always be the first one on the floor as well. People don't realize greatness doesn't just come from talent, it comes from hustle. Shot clock is down to 3. Strickland tries to go at it, reverses it. Around Ilgauskas as well with the reverse.
And an outstanding screen by Tracy McGrady, using his body to free up Rod Strickland. What an addition. Hauled from New York, where he was staying at the time.
LeBron James continues to be hot. That's a 3-pointer.
About defensive mechanics and situations. Sometimes a trade, Bill and John, addition and subtraction help a basketball team.
Absolutely, and defense such a key. Brady! Throw it down, baby! I mean,
goodness gracious sakes alive. We've seen this, John, throughout this season, that all the other teams have come to play against LeBron. We're going to see that from Tracy today.
The steal by Strickland to McGrady. A two-handed jam this time.
What electricity in this building. This is spectacular. It hasn't been this loud since they broke the 19-game losing streak against Phoenix when Frankie Johnson got ejected in the closing moments in his last closing gasp for the Phoenix Suns.
7-0 run here. LeBron James is in trouble. And he gets pushed by DeClerc.
Poor closing defense, but Tracy McGrady, the remarkable athleticism, that is head high on the rim.
That is showing some hops. And Tracy McGrady, just like everyone else, no eye from the field. A couple of those are dunks, though. McGrady tries to get Newble in the air. DeClerc back to McGrady. Jump shot. Good.
I think 46 is a conservative estimate, the way Tracy is. And Johnny Davis told us in our pregame meeting that when they see it on Tracy's face, they know just to get out of his way and give it to him every single time.
7 points already now. Newble to the baseline, cut off, and Strickland with the great hands and a great steal to McGrady, trying to create midair, go backwards, not there. LeBron James now. DeClerc is back. The pass was for Boozer, broken up. Giricek. McGrady, Giricek reverses it and drops it down.
Paul Silas needs a timeout. They are getting run out of this building. The tempo, even though Silas likes the up-tempo game, it is not working in Cleveland's favor.
Not at all.
Transition points. Orlando 6-0.
And that's the difference we have in the game at 13-7. T-Mac says King James may be in the house. But can he do this?
Realizing the fact that DeClerc's already got 2 early fouls.
Ron James, jump shot. Sweet. Foot on the line for a 2. Comes up with a steal.
What a talent.
And another jumper. Rainbow. Oh, my goodness. I mean, that thing almost hit the ceiling.
LeBron's ability to convert from the defensive end immediately to offense. Just the sense of knowing when to pull the trigger. Something that he didn't have in the early month of his initial NBA campaign. He's combined for only 16.
Yeah, it's hard to believe.
And this is one of the better games I've seen all season long. And we're just getting started.
Ilgauskas is swatted from behind by McGrady. Will still be Cleveland's basketball. Teams are shooting 60% for Cleveland, 64% for Orlando.
Great to see Tracy McGrady playing that kind of defense. What a talent. Offensive plays early on.
Juwan Howard trying to stay hot. Gets it on the front of the iron. Won't drop down. Gooden turns around. Too strong. Pops it back in his hands. Trying to fight it up. No whistle.
Give it to
McGrady. Oh, my.
That was a combination of Michael Jordan, Dr. J, and George Gervin on the same play.
I, too, can finger roll.
Tracy McGrady gets the loose ball at the free throw line. Clears everyone out. His elevation today, truly remarkable. We have seen Tracy put on some of the great individual performances in the history of basketball. Today, I have never seen him play better than he has in the first 8.5 minutes of the first quarter.
James at a Cleveland Browns game, sporting a nice white mink coat, and I asked him, I said, hey, what was the value of that? He said, I can't tell you that, and I'll tell you why. He said, John and Bill are just not willing to spend that kind of cash for holiday shopping.
Well, for you, Doris, anything.
A very Clyde Frazier-like jacket, his wardrobe taking that kind of turn.
Maybe we could pool our money and buy one of those for Doris.
Oh, for Doris?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're not talking about buying it for
No. Well,
that's not quite my look.
You have to have a certain look to pull that off.
Being the fashion maven that I am.
What about if we tie-dyed the mink?
There we go.
Santa Claus, his work is already done. So he decided to come to the game. Teron Lue. James plays back often. Gooden and Boozer, that's a great matchup.
How about Newbill trying to guard Tracy McGrady? Oh, what a crossover.
Dumps it down, and Bogans with the finish.
This is as remarkable a turnaround as I've ever seen from a team, the Orlando Magic. I did a number of their games early in the season, and they were dead in the water. Doc Rivers, he needed to be fired.
And James stays hot. That's a three-pointer now.
Time.
Spread the floor. James go one-on-one with Teron Lue. Lue around a screen. A couple of jump steps. Nothing there. Batted back out. Well, we told you at the start of this one that we had another Christmas present for you, and it's working out that way, Bill.
LeBron James and Tracy both red hot and doing it all. Three-pointers, drives to the hoop, leadership. That's what an NBA superstar is all about.
And Tracy McGrady says, King James, come to my house, and I will show you the things I can do. Merry Christmas. We'll be back.
Solid ball. And then what's happened up in Toronto is one of the great stories of this young NBA season.
Kevin O'Neal's done a terrific job there. McGrady turns around with a little rainbow of his own. And McGrady has 12. Pointer not even close. Hirachek pulls it down. Strickland to McGrady. Nice passing. Oh, great to Juwan Howard. That's a free throw. Oh, what a putback by McGrady.
He makes the defensive play, gives it up, then makes an offensive play, and then finishes up the garbage. Now that's what an MVP player is all about. Tracy McGrady, 24 years old. We love him.
He opened up everything in his arsenal right there. LeBron James with a three-pointer answers back. He now has 17.
Are you old enough to remember when people said LeBron James couldn't shoot?
Yes, I believe that was months ago. Put up 2 air balls, and this is a great three-point shooter. Strickland out to McGrady. Three-pointer. That's what Rod Strickland has meant to this team. Somebody else under the basket would never even seen McGrady.
They don't turn the ball over. Paul Silas forced to take a timeout, finding things slipping away a little bit. Orlando has one turnover for the entire game at a pace like this. That's truly remarkable.
Strickland is, though.
Nowhere to go.
Wasn't even in the thoughts of anyone in the entire league. Now he comes. He's sitting on the bench playing behind Shammond Williams, who was filling in for an injured Tyronn Lue, scoring 13 points and 8 assists. I don't think he's ever coming out.
LeBron James, another three. That's good. And he had to back up on the release on that. 20 points for LeBron James. And he thought he was fouled. He wants one more, too.
Down while the ball was still in the back court.
McGrady sees an opening.
Watch out.
Oh, no!
You can see it in his eyes. He is determined, as we've seen every LeBron opponent this year.
I cannot believe that he was capable of doing that.
Give me the ball and get out of the way.
Here it is, folks, again. Pretty, that's here, there, everywhere for a deuce. Here, just trying to stay with James. Gets called for palming the basketball.
Easy play to call. That's what's called the snake dribble. He could have called it 3 or 4 different times there.
When I talked about this, he had an NBA body coming into the league. This is Tracy McGrady as a senior in high school. That doesn't even resemble the guy that's on the floor. And when he came to the Toronto Raptors, and I was there doing their games, he looked exactly like that. It was between the first and second year that he started to put some muscle on.
The physical maturity of LeBron James, who is so far advanced in comparison to Tracy, Kobe Bryant, KG.
And 2 seconds, floater, no good, Howard. Might have beaten the buzzer had that gone.
What a game. We're looking at 120 to 116 here. And that's not before we get to the second overtime.
And we could be looking at James with 40 and T-Mac with 38, because right now it's 20 and 19. Both teams shooting at least 70% from three-point range. Doris Burke is with one of the stars.
Tracy, Ilgauskas and LeBron James are most effective against your defense. How do you do a better job with both guys?
He's doing a great job of finding the open spots in the zone. You know, our big guys are not rotating out to him, and he's making shots. And we're going to have to make an adjustment in the second half.
Great half for you offensively. Where were you most effective?
Just finding my spots out on the perimeter times and driving to the hole, making things happen, creating for my teammates.
Good luck in the second half. John, back to you.
Doris, thanks a lot.